Barack knows what it means to be a black man living in a country and a culture that is controlled by rich white people. Hillary can never know that. Hillary ain't never been called a nigger.
That was video Fox obtained from Barack Obama's controversial spiritual advisor of more than 20 years, the Reverend Jeremiah Wright. Now it seems that another preacher at Obama's church is also following in the pastor's footsteps.
For anybody who's tuning in video stream who normally doesn't tune in, you're looking for something, Reverend Jane, What's up, Hannity?
What's up, Hannity? And to make matters worse, the church is raising questions with the IRS because of how they're campaigning for Obama at the pulpit. And we continue now with our panel. First of all, I will not let up on this issue, Jeanine Pirro. If his pastor went to Libya, Tripoli, with Louis Farrakhan, who are virulent anti-Semitic racist, his church gave a Lifetime Achievement Award to Louis Farrakhan. That's been Barack Obama's pastor for 20 years. And we will continue to expose this until someone in the mainstream media has the courage to take this on. Do you agree this should be an issue?
Well, I think it's clearly an issue, and the person who should be asked about it is Obama.
That's he hasn't been.
Well, and so maybe you'll have the opportunity. But here's the bottom line: we can't all be responsible for what other people say.
His pastor, the one who inspired Audacity of Hope.
You know, I would venture a guess that a lot of people who go to churches or synagogues, don't agree with everything their preachers say.
All right, well,
from the pulpit.
I don't
but that's
buy
not
this.
the issue. They shouldn't be politicking from the pulpit, and that's why the IRS is getting involved.
I don't want to talk about that. I want to go to Dee Dee Myers. Dee Dee, first of all, would you attend a church where your pastor traveled to Tripoli with Louis Farrakhan, that your church gave a Lifetime Achievement Award to Louis Farrakhan, and would you call yourself friendly with a man from the Weather Underground who admits to bombing the Pentagon and the Capitol building and said in 2001 he wished he had done more?
Sean, I'm not here to sit in Barack Obama's shoes.
I'm not asking you that. Would you go to a church where you're... Wait a minute, that's not fair. This is a simple question.
You know what? I'm not going to get into saying what kind of church I would and wouldn't go to, Sean. I might not go to your church because I don't agree with some of the things that are...
Well, that's not a matter of that. I won't go to a church that's friends with a racist and an anti-Semite. What's so hard about saying that, Dee Dee?
I think Senator Obama has disassociated himself or denounced whatever.
That's a weak answer.
It's not a weak answer. And I think Jeannie Pirro is exactly right. We don't have to be held accountable for everything that is said by every one of our supporters if we're running for president, or by everything that is said by the pastor of our church.
And if that is true, Kate Obenshine, don't we have to hold... Yeah, go ahead, Dee Dee, finish up.
Are you saying, Sean, that Senator Obama agrees with those sentiments? Is that the point you're trying to make, that those are his sentiments?
Obama has said that they're not, Dee Dee. He's been very clear. He's distanced himself from Farrakhan. And Kate Obenshine, if you're going to hold Obama's pastor accountable for Obama, or hold him accountable for everything his pastor does, then we have to hold John McCain accountable for John Hagee, who's been denounced by the Catholic League for making anti-Catholic comments, called it the Great Whore, an apostate church, the Antichrist, and a false cult system. And John McCain is honored to receive that man's endorsement. So do we have a double standard here?
It's not his pastor.
Actually, he said very clearly...
It's not his pastor. It's somebody he's honored to have the endorsement of.
My turn. He said he does not endorse everything that everybody says who gives him money. I think the interesting point here is what Obama did say last week about Reverend Wright. He said that some of the things he said are considered controversial. It's very similar to what Obama said at the Ohio debate, trying to avoid distancing himself from Louis Farrakhan.
He did.
Yes. Obama wants it both ways. He does not want to lose the support of people who follow Farrakhan and Reverend Wright, but he doesn't want to be considered too close to them.
Kate,
well, you know what?
When
you're running for president, you have to take a stand, and you have to say, I do not support those sort of views.
But shouldn't John McCain say he does not support the views of a man who makes anti-Catholic statements?
He did, I believe. He said, I don't agree with everything.
And Obama has said he does not support anti-Semitism as expressed by Louis Farrakhan. What more do you need?
Leave the church.
Alan, he very narrowly distanced himself from the anti-Semitic comments.
Jeanine, where do you stand on this?
I already answered him.
I'm asking you. What about John Hagee?
Here's the bottom line.
We got 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Hit me.
Yeah. No, well, that's it. Well, but I would say leave the church, and you agree with me.
No, I'm not saying leave the church. I'm saying come out and say what you think.
All right.
You know, it's like driver's license, no driver's license. You know, answer the question. They should all answer the question.
We got a Fox News alert here. The